Hello, welcome to Ascending DC channel. We are an AWS certified partner to provide cloud consulting and technical support to clients who are looking for cloud solutions to tackle the challenge in their day-to-day operations. This video is one of the many short videos we are producing. In each of them, we're going to demo and explain when used for AWS practice that can be used to improve the efficiency and accuracy of your work. All these tricks have been proved effective in our clients' success. If you are a project manager, DevOps, architect, software engineer, or just looking for useful cloud practice, this video is made for you. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to show you how to create your own AI assistant using your own documents on your own cloud on AWS within 10 minutes. In this diagram, I'm showing you the sample application where I index the financial documents into the vector store, and then I start asking questions. One question could be, can you tell me the net income of Goldman Sachs for the year 2022? And as you can see in the demo today, I will show you the relevant documents from the vector store first, and then use those documents as my context to generate the answers. Okay. Here is an interesting picture where it compares long context model like Gemini Pro 1.5 with 1 million token size versus a combination of RAG and a much smaller model. As you can see here, the costs are pretty significantly different. Pro 1.5 is amazing with 1 million token. You can stuff a lot of context for your LLM, but it's very cost prohibitive, at least for now in February 2024. That might change later on, but it's still very cost prohibitive. Whereas if you're using a combination of RAG and a much less expensive LLM model, your cost is more friendly, right? Okay. I took this picture from Peter Kostev's LinkedIn feed. I just got that today. So it's you can check out his LinkedIn post. He's a very interesting gentleman. And now let's dig into our demo. Let me put the diagram on the side so that you don't lose context. Well, first step is, I'll do this. I'll show you all the code, but I'm not going to go through the details. You can pause the video and look at the code in detail, okay? So first step is we install the dependencies. And then we define a few functions where it could be helpful in the later steps, okay? And then the first step is we create a vector store on AWS using open source serverless. There are a couple of steps. First, we need to create the policies and the collection. And by the way, this step might take a while. This step might take anywhere between 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, once you have that, you create an index. You create an index like so. And last but not least, you need to point your documents to the open source service so that you can start indexing. This is where you define the location of your file. The bucket name in this case, let me show you. It's in this bucket. Okay, in this bucket and this prefix. Now there are a bunch of PDF files in it, and you point that to the open source service and start indexing. There are a couple of things that have been taken care of by the open source automatically, which is split documents into pieces of equal size. And you also need to configure the chunking strategy. In this case, each chunk is 512 tokens. Okay, so you can specify the strategy here. You can play around, but this is the strategy I'm using that works very well for this demo. Now, once the documents have been indexed, you can start the ingestion job right here. This step might take 5 to 6 minutes, depending on the size of your documents. Once the database is ready, we can start asking questions. We can start asking the question here, LLM, right? So here's the part where we're talking about step 2. There are 3 variations For those of you who just want to give it a try, you don't want to tune it, you just want to see how it looks, how it works, I would suggest to use the Retrieve and Generate API. It kind of does 2 steps in one API call. As its name suggests, you supply the question, use the Retrieve and Generate API here, and you get the response right away in one shot. If you're interested in learning more about the context, you can get the references from the citation section of the response object. So as you can see, it's very straightforward. It's very high-level API. You can use it in one line with only one line of code. But if you're more sophisticated, you want to tune how you retrieve the documents, how you answer the question by updating your prompt template, you can use the Retrieve API to first get the documents. Okay, so what is the net income of Wells Fargo for the reported quarter in 2023 compared to the previous year? And these are the relevant documents you get from your vector store along with the original file path so that you can validate, you can do QA. And once you have that, you create a response by supplying the LLM with your prompt. Of course, you can change your prompt here, so that gives you all the flexibility. And you call your LLM and get the response right here. Okay, so that's the most flexible way of doing this. Now let's take something somewhere in the middle. I want some flexibility, but I also want a nice API that streamlines everything. This is where the chain comes in. Okay, you you are actually putting everything in one API call with the retrieval QA from chain type, this API call. You provide the LLM and the retriever and the prompt, and you get the answer right here. And the reply object is almost the same as the previous type, as you can see here. Okay, if you want to use your own LLM, you can simply change that by, let me show you the code. I'm using the Llama 2 in this case. Hold on. Yeah, I'm using Titan text, but you can use your own model ID or different model ID here. You can play around. So that's pretty much it. And let's recap what we have gone through. We have gone through the steps of creating a vector database with your own documents. And we also cover 3 different ways of retrieve the documents and generate the answer using the Bedrock API. Okay. And last but not least, don't forget to clean up your resources after you're done. And I hope this video is helpful. And if you have any question and any interest in this project, and please feel free to reach out. Thank you very much.
Please leave your comments, questions, critiques to us so we know you are watching. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Ascending DC, and stay tuned for our next video. See you next week.